Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're in episode 2 of our series on the contest diet ladder. And outside of just making sure you have the conceptual integrity of accuracy, we now have to talk about food. So how much am I going to eat? And I would say, Adam, there are very few coaches who use any type of scientific methodology to even deciding, hey, how many calories does this person need? So let's talk a little bit about how you would assess that in somebody's own metabolism, because there is a lot of interpretation to this. We don't necessarily put people on a metabolic cart and do, respired gas testing. So how do you come up with that first calorie, inclusion for their meal planning?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things we look at. Age can be a good factor, and especially their height and their body weight can make a big difference as well. If somebody's 260 pounds, every step they take over the course of a mile, they're going to expend a lot more calories than somebody that's 160 pounds. So that body weight and that daily activity can just be your prime suspects for where those calories need to be. Activity level, how much they're working out. Maybe they do a lot of cardio. I often get clients that are spin instructors. So we just know that that's part of their job, and we're not going to be able to pull that back. So we need to put some more calories in to kind of put them on that higher threshold to start their contest prep.
Yeah, and there are a couple things. A lot of people don't understand the simple step of just tracking your food for a while, making sure that your weight isn't really changing, and then just assessing, this is the amount of food I'm averaging per day, and this is the result, and you can fine tune that. But there are all kinds of equations out there, the old Harris-Benedict equation, all kinds of modifications. I created a very simplified one for the National Academy of Metabolic Science. But it's helpful just to understand the baseline that the average human adult male, their basal metabolic rate is around 1,650 calories, and the female is around 1,350 calories. So then you start adding in the factors like you said, activity level, age, things like that, goal, and you may have to add some calories for those variables that take them to a higher range, even body type. Maybe they're just naturally kind of an ectomorph. Those averages I stated are averages. That's midline, meaning that 50% of the people are higher, 50% are lower. And so taking all that into account at least gives you a starting point, and then it's a matter of your experience as a nutrition coach. But I really feel like it's a disservice if you don't have some kind of scientific validation, at least as a starting point or two, to double check yourself.
A question I often get is, why can males eat so much more than females? And one, of course, is just that overall body mass difference. But when you look at the, higher elevations of testosterone and IGF-1 levels, that makes a major difference too in terms of metabolism also.
Yeah, the average male has about 20 to 30 pounds more lean body mass and 2,000 to 3,000 times more testosterone. So, huge difference. And that really only equates to still, 300 to 500 calories. And so it's still not, you would think with the stats I just mentioned, like men should eat 1,000,000 times more than women, but we're still, human beings, the same species with relatively the same body sizes. Just that small change in actual lean body mass is the biggest difference.
Absolutely.
So you guys who are watching, if you're a client, a competitor, or a coach, think through where you would even get that starting point, and whether it's you assessing your own performance by actually tracking food or using some of the baseline numbers I gave you, looking at some of those modified equations that are out there. There are certainly ways to do it, but I think everybody ends up coming down to filtering all that information into kind of a synthesized, I don't want to say art, as if you're just taking a stab in the dark, but like anything else, you just get good at intuitively knowing those things, but you got to be ready to change and then break those down into macronutrient profiles, which is the next big step. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next episode. So thanks for watching, listening, and we'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.